welcome to TWF. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Dynamite, or Might. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Ashley Williams and with Taz. And today on Dynamite, or Might, we're going to see the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings here on stake. When we got King Kong final, we got Shang-Chi taking on Dennis Rodman, because Shang-Chi won the right to fight Dennis Rodman for the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings. Well, first off, Tony Schiavone, I don't know, Ashley Williams said, if every earldom does income toll by land. Some do, some don't. But I wouldn't. Fuck. Well, I would know one thing. Being the Allegheny Earldom winner, or the Allegheny Earldom fighter, probably wouldn't give you a cut on your income, on your land income toll, would it? Ashley Williams said. Probably would it. No, I guess it wouldn't, Tony Schiavone says. Your toll would probably be the same. The only time your toll would ever shift is like how big your house or your land is, I guess. Well, I can tell you one thing, Taz said. At the end of the day, it doesn't really care. Every earldom does income toll. But at the end of the day, I think Dennis Rodman is the greatest Allegheny Earldom fighter that we have. You know, he's going to do greater than King Kong ever did. And now, well, we're going to get the guessing day now, coming out now. The folks who think they run the stead, but at the end of the day, they do not run the stead. Tony Schiavone says. No, they don't got no run and lead over anything, Tony Schiavone said. In their mind, they believe they do. Finn Balor believes he does. So does Aleister Black. So does Aleister Black, formerly, thinks it. Dennis Rodman truly believes it because he was in the NWO back in the day. Back in the day in WCW. When we used to call him the Worm, Dennis Rodman. Why you call him the Worm, Dennis Rodman for? What kind of mean, really shameful nickname was that to give to someone who... Why call him that for? Well, it wasn't me to call. Why you called him that shameful nickname for? Taz says. That was mean to say. Well, it wasn't me that called him that. It was Larry Savisco back in the day who called him the Worm Dennis Rodman, Tony Schiavone said, because he'd worm himself in and out of binds during his time in WCW and he was in the NWO. He's an after that. We run and lead the stead, Finn Balor says, and today we're going to give everyone a new follower of the guessing day. Why do we say, shit? Well, wakefulness is not the... Oh, first off, Finn Balor said, bloody wakefulness is not the new follower of the guessing day. I could tell you that. Wakefulness is not the new follower of this team. You could say what you want to say. You could say, well, I don't say judgment, because judgment's a French borrowed word. The English word is guessing. And we're guessing everyone guilty for what they did. We're taking their steads. Yeah, sure, Finn Balor says. You could say, oh, but Finn, the NWO said they were doing... The NWO did that. DX did that. The New Blood and the New Breed did that. The Nexus did it, the Ace and Eights did it, Retribution did it, or even Getting Even did it. And you could say, yeah, a lot of teams said they were taking steads, but didn't hold on to them as long as we did. And today we get a new follower of the guessing day. We talked with him. Oh yeah, Aleister Black says, we did talk with him. You know, he feels that he wasn't getting any on-look either. So the way we looked at it, we thought, hey, it'd be a win-win. He feels he's not getting any on-look from us. Not getting any on-look from anyone. And we're going to bring him today. Yeah, Rhea Ripley says, you would think that this man we're going to bring into the guessing day, you would think he'd be blacklisted from every skilled fighting business and every skilled wrestling business and every show playing and film business out there. Well, Dennis Rodman says, they're not talking about me. They're not talking about me, Dennis Rodman says, because I never got blacklisted from anything. Yeah, never did. Alright? We're talking about CM Punk. He could be a new follower to Guessing Day. Oh, new follower to Guessing Day. Oh man, thank you, Finn Balor, Aleister Black, Rhea Ripley, and Dennis Rodman. But I see myself more as a leader than a follower. That's why when I was asked to become one with the Nexus, that's why we had an overthrow, and we overthrew Wade Barrett. Even before that, go back a little earlier than that, when I was asked to be in the new breed, what was his name? Alicia, whatever his name was. I forget his name now. Elijah Burke. When I was asked to be in the new breed, I almost did an overthrow to throw that team out. But don't think I'm gonna take over leadership of the Judgment Day or the Guessing Day. I'm not doing that. I learned my mistake. Something so many folks seek to do over the years is they think they know they can be great leaders and they fuck it up. Just like when Rocky Maivia felt that he could run the land of overtaking and they had Farouk Hassan overthrown. Just like I was dumb enough to think that I could run the Nexus after I threw Wade Barrett out. I'm not doing that. But hey, how you think of this? Now we got more followers here. The way I look at it, I think that Dennis Rodman, I think that who did you put out? Who did we put out? Well, here is Chung-Chi, who's come to the ring now. And also Keith Lee and King Kong and King Kong and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, who are the ones that the Guessing Days made foes with. Oh, I know there's not enough room to get King Kong in the ring, but hey, let's just make some of these folks stand backwards, and wakefulness will probably make them all fall backwards. So anyway, let me guess, you got new followers, right? Because you're so great, Chai Chi says. So great, Scott. Shao-Chi says. I'm beating you, Dennis Rodman. And King Kong, so you did to Thor and the Hulk and Hulk Hogan, which is shameful in its own right. So Keith Lee said, you think we're frightened of you? Guess again, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy said. We're not frightened of you. Chong-Chi's going to take the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings away from you. Well, time will tell if that happens or not. Time will tell if that's going to happen or not. And now the Fight Lord's come in the ring and he's telling everybody, well, if they're not in the match, they got to get out. Boom. So everybody's getting out. They're not in the match, they got to leave. Because you know how they're like. And maybe we'll get an even match. Well, this is for the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings. First, he is Tai Chi. And he is the TWF Allegheny Earldom fighter, Dennis Rodman. Ding. Well, Tony Schiavone says Tai Chi's got that staff or stick that many folks have scathed him for having. just knocked down Dennis Rodman with it. Yeah, because it's not a hard-made fight. You know, it's not has no utmost oversight, and it's not for the hard-made winnings. Taz says, well, what's he supposed to do? Ashley Williams said, not work the staff, not work the stick. Yeah, do everything else except hit him with, not work the staff, not work the stick. Ashley Williams says, yeah. Taz says, do everything, but don't work the staff and the stick. Dennis Rodman going down right now. Like Dennis Rodman's ever did a fair match in his whole life. During his time when he was a wrestler. Well, one thing Tony Schiavone said is Dennis Rodman never wrestled fair when he was a wrestler. I don't know when he was a winnable ball player, but when he was a wrestler, he never did fair. Oh, and Tai Chi right now, taking down Dennis Rodman, who sadly still has an NWO shirt on. But he can't do anything about that one, Tony Schiavone says. No, he cannot, Ashley Williams said. Can't hold it against him. He's been wearing a shirt that's been out of date since 2002 YL or so. Well, Taz says Tai Chi thinks he's so cool because he's got that staff, he got that stick. But he's not. He ain't that cool. Tai Chi thinks he's about to have it won here, and Dennis Rodman just loaded him, took him by the wire and down. Now on the steeple, the dirty thing on Tai Chi, Tony Schiavone says. We don't know what his true hold was, but that's what it is in the TWF, Tony Schiavone says. Well, Ashley Williams says this would be sad if Dennis Rodman beats Tai Chi and keeps the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings. Yeah, it would, Taz says. At least Dennis Rodman doesn't live in Allegheny Earldom, so he wouldn't be answerable for Allegheny Earldom income toll. Whatever Earldom he lives in. 1, 2, and only a kick out. Come on, Taz says, you gotta do greater than that. Come on, Dennis Rodman, you can't let this Disney Marvel South beat you. Tai Chi right now thinks he's got Dennis Rodman. And down. Tai Chi's getting ready to beat the Worm, Dennis Rodman, Tony Schiavone says. I think that is a cool nickname to give him because it does say what he does. He does worm himself in and out of binds, Ashley Williams says. So it's a cool nickname. Well, Tony Schiavone said I wasn't the one that gave Dennis Rodman that nickname. That was Larry Zbyszko it did. Well, I can tell you one thing, Taz says. It ain't so good. Oh, no. Finn Balor's back. Down goes Finn Balor, Tony Schiavone says. Oh, no. Aleister Black's showing up, Ashley Williams said. Down goes Aleister Black. And how many more followers is this sad team gonna have, Tony Schiavone says. I don't know, Ashley Williams said. Not good. CM Punk just went down. And now here's Rhea Ripley, and she's gonna pull the bullshit. Oh, you don't hit a woman, but I'll hit you. Oh, Taz says Tai Chi's got on. Look, he wouldn't do anything shameful like that. No. Probably right about that, Tony Schiavone said, but you should not be in the ring, and you should not, do the whole thing about, oh, you can't hit me because I'm a woman thing, which is shameful in its own right, but then take the upside on someone. Oh, and Dennis Rodman just hit him from behind. Dennis Rodman just hit Tai Chi. It's over here, Tony Schiavone says. Oh, this is sad, Ashley Williams says. What's the sad thing about it? Taz said Dennis Rodman keeps the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF Allegheny Earldom fighter, Dennis Rodman. And now, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy coming. King Kong coming in the ring now. And now we got Keith Lee coming in the ring now to back up Tai Chi. And now Aleister Black, Finn Balor, CM Punk, and Rhea Ripley know when they've been beat. They run off when, and thank God thank God they showed up. Because if they did, who knows what they would have done. Who knows what they would have done to them. To Tai Chi, if King Kong and King Kong and Keith Lee and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy didn't show up. Tony Schiavone says, well, thank God on that too, Ashley Williams said, because we know the Guessing Day are weaklings. We knew they would have strike, and they would have done whatever they're going to do. But thank God the King Kong, Keith Lee, and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy showed up, or Tai Chi would have been on the wounded list, along with Hulk Hogan and a 4 in the Hulk. Ashley Williams says, who have been all taken out by the Guessing Day. Yes, that's true. Now Tony Schiavone says Jim Ross gets to talk with Tai Chi, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, King Kong, and Keith Lee. Alright, Tai Chi, I see you've got some of your friends with you, the ones that haven't been out wounded. Well, that's right, Jim Ross. I mean, I didn't win the TWF Allegheny Earldom winnings. That's sad. And I do know that the Guessing Day has gotten bigger now.
Love you, Skip.
I love you too, Mom. See you later. And I do know that Guessing Day has gotten bigger. I mean, we just saw them unput CM Punk to their team, who is not known to be a team player, who is neither known to be a good team leader either. So, thank God King Kong, Keith Lee, and Sheamus O'Shaughnessy showed up. Or who knows what had happened, Jim Ross. I would have been laid out wounded. Like, Hulk Hogan. And, for the North God of Thunder. Or the Hulk. Fuck. You just stepped on the bed. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, yeah. King Kong. Dennis, I'll tell you right now, Finn Balor, Aleister Black, Dennis Rodman, Rhea Ripley, CM Punk, they're nothing more than bullies, creeps, heels, weaklings. And one of these days, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy says, we're going to get them. Now, we know that it's not November yet, or 11th month yet. So the Survivor Series or the Living Saga won't happen until next month. But I say that we have that team. I say, why don't we do that? Yeah, Keith Lee says. I say we fight the Guessing Day. We know by that time Hulk Hogan and 4 and the Hulk will be ready to go. And they'll be on our side. Alright, that's my talk with Tai Chi, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, King Kong, and Keith Lee. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Tai Chi, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, King Kong, Keith Lee here today on Dynamite or Might. And it is all the time we got here for Dynamite or Might. I am Tony Schiavone for Ashley Williams and Taz. We hope you like Dynamite or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for See you tomorrow with Impact on Access TV or Smash and Inside Farseer.